Hi friends, this is Andrea with Hip Kid Club one more week. I have a special project for you today. This is all about Mother's Day and creative ways to wrap your gifts for tomorrow. We are going to be using different techniques, and especially since we've been, most of us, at home most of the time, my idea is to try to show you how to work with what we have. And for this first project, we are using just regular craft paper. Simple, I just wrapped the box. It's a small box. And I'm going to be using the Nubo embellishment mousse and the new stencil that comes with the April kits. I mixed the yellow and the pink one that we got last month, and I'm just using it along with the stencil. I'm going to set that aside to dry, and I'm going to show you how to work with the second box. This is just a box that I had, and it fits the mini album that I made for my mom last year perfectly. So I haven't been able to see her after that. I have not been able to give her the gift. So we are going to use that box that I found and make or wrap it in a different way using the papers from the April kit. So I'm using the pink piece of cardstock that we got this month. Just taking the template from the original box to make the new one. And I'm just cutting it and folding it in place. Bringing the sewing machine to stitch around the edges, as I said. My double-sided, this is a super sticky double-sided tape, so make sure that if you work with this kind of tape, you're not going to be able to make any mistakes when you stick things. Okay, so it slides, it works. Step is using one of the scrapbook papers to decorate or to give it a little bit more color. So that one piece of paper we're going to use to make the second layer to wrap the gift or the box, but I am also going to do some fussy cutting with those beautiful flowers that we're going to use to decorate the box. Okay, so we have the base. Now it is time, as I said, I'm using some of the leftover paper to fussy cut some of the flower clusters that we get. I'm going to show you how I start doing just one of them, but I end up with 3. We'll see if in the end, I'm not sure if I end up using just 1 or 2 of the flower clusters. But we'll see. Okay. And then I'm checking some of the Sweet Story chipboard stickers. I like that yellow one. Since it's all pink around, I feel that the yellow helps. And since I'm using the gold bow, I think that it helps. And then I'm using some of the chipboard alphas that we got last month. I didn't really get to use them for many projects last month, so I'm showing you. I'm adding some foam adhesive on this one, and then I'm bringing some of the liquid paint that we got this month in the color kit, and I'm gonna use it as watercolor. I just want a super soft pink color here. Okay, so that one's done for now, and then I'm coming back to the tiny box that we decorated with the stencil and the embellishment mousse in the beginning. And because here is why I'm bringing that border punch to go around and to wrap it around the other edges, because I try first to cover it all with the stencil and the paint, and I did not get a perfect finish, especially on the edges. So it was very difficult to get to hold the stencil and to make it look perfect. So I'm using one of the cardstock, one of the pink peachy cardstock that we get on the April kits, and it matches perfectly the peach tone that I got by mixing the yellow and pink embellishment mousse. And then because I know that this is just regular wrapping craft paper, that it's gonna end up in the trash, what I'm doing is I'm kind of creating an embellishment that can be easily removed before you open your gift, and that my mom can use for something else. She can use to stick it, she can put a magnet and put it on the refrigerator and do whatever she wants, as it acts as a one piece of embellishment. Okay, we are done with 2 of the boxes, and because we're talking about reusing, I found one of my old planners, my old traveler notebooks boxes, and I thought it was perfect for just to keep the other notebook that I made for her, that it's actually using the same crepe paper piece of paper. So the idea here is to make sure that the box matches the notebook inside. On the first one, it was a mini album that was made a year ago. So the main idea was I just found a box that fits the mini album. But for this one, the decoration needed to match the notebook that I made this month for her. And now I'm working on a shaker. I just use the metal dies to get the shape, the oval shape, and I use the same die to cut the foam and the acetate that's gonna hold the shaker. Oh, right. I believe by now, yes. So I did some stitching around the edges of both the pink cardstock and the scrapbook paper. Some foam, adhesive foam and double-sided tape to add it, super sticky double-sided tape to add it to the actual box. You could cover the entire box, but what I like about it is that it has some gold dots all around, and I thought it was okay to just cover the top of it. I'm using some of the holographic alphas that we get this month, and then I'm coming with some sequin that has some of the tone. Most of them are also holographic, so they're pinky bluish. It has all the colors, but they shine. They're super pretty, and they go well all together. These final ones are some stars. I think that's it. No, I'm coming with more holographic white sequin. Okay, then we added, I'm cleaning the acetate because it's been all around, so I just want to make sure it is very clean. I clean it on both sides, and then I'm adding glue to the border and sticking it to the box. Okay, it holds really, really well, the sequins. Really, it's a pretty fun shaker. And then just a bow from last month, and then I'm just adding some texture to the box. And there you see it's the pink, the same pink and the same paper that I'm using. All I have really is this tissue paper, and I'm using I found some fairy lights, and I'm using that just to make you can definitely you keep them off, of course, but before you're gonna give it, just make sure that you turn them on, and it looks really nice when they open the box, and it comes with the lights. All right, we are done with the 3 boxes, and I also the last challenge, or the last thing that I needed to make, was a card. So I'm using the same pink, light pink cardstock that we've been using for some of the other projects, and rests of this pink paper. Okay, you are just from this point, we're gonna do a flip through, and I'm gonna show you all the projects. I had issues with the camera. I was not able to get the whole process of how to make the card. But what I added in the end was just 2 stickers. This is from the summer market collection. And then from last 2 months, I think, we got those gold phrase stickers. Here it is. As I said, the pink happy, it's an embellishment that can be easily removed before they open the gift. Here you get the second box that holds a mini album that, as I said, was made long ago, and I have not been able to give it to her. So now I have a pretty box to keep it safe and make sure she gets it when I see her again. And the same with this one. It was a box that I already had that I've been keeping some other stuff in, and I thought it would be perfect to now keep the pretty mini notebook that is inside. Lights are on. You cannot really see very well through the camera, but that's about it. These were 3 different creative ways to mainly work with what we have at home and make it look pretty. Now I'm gonna leave you with some close-ups of each one of the projects. As I said, there are 3 boxes, and we used some mixed media, fussy cutting, we used cardstock or pattern paper, we used embellishments, and we used some dies and punches. Things that, as I said, I do have at home. I believe that most of us have, and you can definitely go ahead and make your own boxes from scratch. I like the ones that I found, and I thought it was nice to let you know that you don't always need to start a project from zero, or you don't need to make it more difficult for you. Just use what you have, get creative, and make it look pretty. Make sure as well that you take a look at the new kits that are available. The May kits will start shipping very soon. Make sure you have everything that you want. And we're always over on the Facebook group and the blog, posting amazing projects every single day. So make sure you take some time to dive and check all social media, Instagram as well, with different projects every single day from Hip Kit Club. And and all the design team members. I hope you have a very nice week, a wonderful Mother's Day, and have fun, get creative, and see you next time. Bye-bye.